again, remember, there's going to be a lot of profit taking. So we got SPX opening at 68.70. IWM just triggered the downside move. I wasn't prepared for that just yet. So we'll see how it holds. I'm not in the rush to take an entry right at open either. So I'll give the market some time to kind of process things. IWM is a 3-bar on the 2-hour and the 4-hour. So it could be setting up for a really strong move here. Just gonna move this down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this thing's out of there. All right, so IWM has already filled the first gap. And then notice this, right? Notice how you got a failed 2 down, right? At pre-market, right? So during the 30-minute, right? During pre-market, you can see these obvious setups for you to take, and you can take them, right? Never sleep on taking those pre-market actionable signals if you see them. Let me actually turn this off as well. And again, I don't use Lux Algo as I am trading on the lower time frames. I just mark out the levels we're using. Okay, so Apple looks like it's about to trigger. Let's see here. Amazon is still holding this level. So again, you're waiting until a 5-minute candle breaks. The 5-minute does not, if you don't get confirmation from the 5-minute, do not take the trade. Yo, what's up, stream? I'm trading live with the community as well. So if I don't read as many of y'all comments, it's because we're kind of locked in right now trading. Okay, so Apple just triggered. I completely missed the entry again. I gotta actually lock the fuck in. Hold on. Coin actually triggered just now as well. Damn. My broker's like, is everyone's Weeble working or is it just mine? Might just be my phone. Yeah, it's just my phone. Okay. All right, so Apple already triggered, so we're under 275. Remember, Apple target is 271.97. SPX, you have us under 68.70. So if we break under 68.51, we could see 68.35, maybe even 68.20, which is previous day lows. Remember, SPX has a gap to the downside as well that could be filled. So right now, we're just seeing a lot of profit taking here at open. So I'm going to let the market do its thing. Again, I am in no rush to make money. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? If you're having a great week, there's no reason to try to force things right now. No reason to force. Deborah, thank you for the gifted. Appreciate you. Good morning, Tess. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Okay, so Amazon just triggered just now. Let me see something. I'm gonna drop down to a 5-minute over here. So this candle on Amazon closes in a few minutes. So I might look for an entry here on Amazon. And again, it either works or it doesn't. You size for 0. Let me first see what the contracts are looking like. Bro, Weeble is lagging so bad. Okay. So Amazon looks pretty good here. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. 240s, Amazon 240 puts don't look bad at all. These are same weeks, so you would size for 0 if you're gonna trade same weeks. So I'm waiting for Amazon candle to close. So I'll pull it up right here. So this is what Amazon looks like right here. Waiting for the 5-minute right here. So look, waiting for this candle to see how it wants to react. So let's see. So we're getting a retest here. We're gonna see if price wants to go higher. and this was just a fake out, or we're gonna see if we actually take this. So IWM got bought up again. Amazon is back over here, so we need to see some more selling pressure here. We could even look for a retest in a VWAP before taking an entry. Okay. So this is again why I don't just take the entry right out the gate, right? Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. IWM is a 3-bar on the 30-minute as well. Apple just filled the gap, so second target has been hit on Gapple. Gapple, what am I talking about? Apple super paid. Shout out to everybody that took Apple. Super paid. Next target 268.44. Come on now, bro. Look at Apple, y'all. Did we not just call it out? Super paid. Super paid. So Apple's doing pretty nicely here. So we got QQQ respecting this 633.40 level. Amazon, notice how you're getting a 2, like if this triggers a 2-2 reversal on the 5-minute here for Amazon, this is a complete fake out. And you can look for the call side to, and then you're looking for it to take out the upside, the 3-2 up on the 6 hour. So we're just waiting right now. See what price wants to do. Amazon is giving a liquidity grab on the 30-minute as well. Good morning, y'all. My bad stream. Like I said, I'm doing both of these at the same time. So again, notice how I'm not in a rush to take a trade. Look at Apple go. Look at Apple. How many of you guys, did you guys take the entry of Apple? So look at this, right? Failed 2 down, 30-minute. Again, you can take these setups. Like, look at the 1 hour, right? Look at the 1 hour looks like. Failed 2 up on the 1 hour. This is your entry. And you take it and you have your targets to the downside. All targets have been hit. Your last target is 268.44. That is the next likely place for price to bounce from. 153% on Apple. Let's go, D-Lo. D-Lo, hey man, yo, send me a couple dollars, bro. Send me a couple dollars. Let me stop. Proud of you, my boy. I told you, bro. You remember what I told you? I told you, I said, look, bro, if you just lock in on this shit, bro, nothing will ever be the same, gang. I told you this. Proud of you, bro. About to tap in, bro. Yeah, I got everything else out there for free. My Discord is currently closed though, guys. It's currently full. We are exclusive. So Apple coming up on our next target here. 268.44. So remember, sell into strength and move your stop loss, right? So as price is down here, don't be the person get caught with your pants down. Secure some profits, right? So for example, D-Lo, if you're up 200% right now, if you bought 3 contracts, sell 2/3 of your contract, let the last one run to your target, and then move your stop loss to break even on the last contract. Or anyone else who took Apple, right? Take off some profits, you know what I'm saying? And then leave your runners. We gotta really proactively focus on managing our positions. You gotta be proactive when managing positions. That run on Apple is crazy. Yeah, I mean, we went over it during pre-market. You just got to follow your pre-market plan. As long as you have a plan during pre-market, you know, you just got to respect it and take the trade. But for me, I definitely think my execution could have been better today. My chart should have been up and ready to go ahead of time. But it's all good. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Okay, so Apple almost at this next target, previous day lows. If we break lower, where can price go? 265.30. QQQ is also selling off. SPX is coming up on 68.60. QQQ looks like it may trigger the downside move. We'll just have to wait and see. Amazon still has not triggered yet, right? So look, you have a 2-1 setup on Amazon. This is on the 5-minute. around this level. So there was no reason to take the puts just yet. So remember, when price triggers, you don't just take it right out the gate. JF, yo, shoot me a DM, bro, a message. I got you. Even though my Discord is closed, I'll let you in, bro. I got you. All right, so we got SPX back under 68.60. QQQ is also selling off. Coinbase just triggered a 2-2 reversal on the day, right? So remember what I told y'all. Whenever you have a setup like this, look at how key the setup is off the 5-minute. 3, 1, 2, and it breaks the upside. So now you can see more upside movement. But I'm actually looking more forward towards Amazon. Coinbase is a good one, but I low-key want to catch Amazon. So I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to wait. We'll see what happens. Or I could just wait for IWM, whichever one. So remember, like I said, like in the beginning of the day, there is so much volume. You don't have to rush to get in. Bet JF, I see it. Okay, let's see here. So Amazon doesn't have relative strength at the moment. Like Apple has most of the strength right now. Okay. All right, so QQQ looks like it's about to trigger the downside move. Let's see here. So we're gonna switch QQQ over to the 5-minute. All right, and look what we're doing. So I'm gonna wait to see if QQQ wants to trigger. Now it's kind of lagging just a little bit compared to SPX, but we're gonna see. So if we break and get a close under my entry, I'll look for to take puts here on QQQ, and then my target is 630, 628.50, and 625. So those would be my targets. So SPX could definitely come down and fill the rest of this gap as well, especially with Amazon selling off. So here's the trigger on QQQ. So I'm going to open up the contracts. And again, be calm before you enter a trade. Take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush into it. So I'm not in anything yet. And Apple is respecting this 270 level. So it's possible we get a bounce here on Apple. Okay, so there goes QQQ again. So it still has not triggered for me to take this trade just yet. I'm waiting for confirmation before I jump in. Amazon is kind of just hurdling. So I'm going to kind of switch this over from Amazon to Coinbase because Amazon is lagging right now. Coinbase is completely out of there. Once it triggered that 2-2 reversal, it's out, gone. Look at Coinbase. 2-2 reversal at 344. You take the entry. Target 1 has been hit. Target 2 is 352.03 for Coinbase, guys. Yeah, Coinbase has way more strength than Amazon does. TSA, are you guys sitting in anything? Are you guys in any trades yet? Just to review, the only accurate orb that was efficient was Apple and QQQ. You could have taken an orb on whichever ones. Sitting cash, waiting on IWM. Cash right now. Good, 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 good. So there goes Coinbase through 348. It's possible we see 354 today on Coinbase. It is definitely possible we can see 354 today on Coinbase. So QQQ, this is again dodging bullets, right? You don't just take the entry right as it soon, say like you have a line marked out. If you're trading support resistance, right? You don't just take it soon as your alert goes off. You wait for the confirmation. When you wait for confirmation, look what happens, right? You don't get caught in this pullback. Now, if it does break to the downside, well, guess what? I'll take my entry, but I'll rather look for confirmation as opposed to getting an early entry, right? That's how you fuck up your win rate, right? Or just your overall profitability. Okay, so there's a lot of selling pressure coming in here. So there's QQQ just triggering for me right now. I'm gonna grab these right here. And I'm gonna trade with a 50% stop loss. So I'm filled on QQQ puts here. Target 1 is down here at 630. Okay. Target 2 is 628.57. SPX is looking like it wants to get back under 68.50. And we'll see what price wants to do. So now at this point, I just took the trade. It either works or it doesn't. I'm following my plan. What was a part of my plan? One, I only traded stuff from my pre-market analysis. QQQ was a part of my pre-market analysis, right? Number one. Number two, right? When it triggered, I waited for confirmation. So not only did we close a little bit lower than this line, which is our trigger, right? This next candle opened and it pushed and broke under this 5 minute, right? The next thing, looking at all the rest of the time frames, the rest of the time frames are red, right? I also know I have my targets to the downside. So now it either works or it doesn't, right? I'll either get stopped out for a 50% loss. So let me actually put that in, or I could literally just size this for 0, honestly. I might actually just size this for 0. Strat trader, yes sir. Yes sirski. So I'm gonna actually put a 50% stop loss on this. You know what? I'm gonna size for 0. That's cool. Size for 0. So we have a little bit of a retracement here. So I size for 0 in this entry. So again, I can sit through this the entire day to see if my targets get hit. And again, it either works or it doesn't. Me too, just follow. Thank you. What's the program? This is Trading View, guys. This is Trading View. Coinbase 350 is the next target as well, and then 352 and 348.87. So we need to watch SPX back under 68.50. If we break under 68.50, it is a very high likely chance that we fill the gap at 68.20 from yesterday, or from the gap up. So right now we're in a trade. We're in QQQ puts. So yeah, we're just chilling right now, waiting. And I have my alert set, right? So look, I have alert number 1. This is target 1. Alert number 2, which is target 2, right? And then I'll set another target, an extreme target, which is previous day lows down here at 625.93. So I know where price can go. So this is the 1 hour. Right now I'm seeing this on the 5 minute. So literally what I could do is I could just jump up to like a 30 minute or a 15 minute, and I can just be patient and sit and watch this, as opposed to watching the 5 minute and watch all the noise. So I'll just sit here and I'll just wait for the trade to work out. And it either works or it doesn't. Don't put so much pressure around trading. Don't put so much pressure around, you know, your trade working out. You know how much money you can lose, and you know where you're getting out. That's all you need to know. Everything else is just controlling your emotions and just not doing anything. Which is why I don't play a lot of music. Someone asked me like, why don't I trade with music on? Because it amplifies your emotions, right? Like all that frequency and You're turning up the volume, you're getting lit, stuff like that. You hear your favorite part, and your emotions are unbalanced. When I'm trading, I need to be at peace when I'm in my trades, because if I'm too hyped up, I'll make it indecisive, or I'll make a decision that doesn't align with my plan because my emotions are heightened. Love the content, man. The way you teach is great. Love the explanations. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. IWM looks like it might want to trigger to the upside. Yeah, there's a lot of volume coming back in IWM. So it got bought up from that 244 level pretty nicely. So again, like I said, when you have a gap fill, once price fills that gap, you know what I'm saying, it turns into what? Support or resistance. So that's literally what happened, right? If we pull up, excuse me, if we pull up IWM right here, right? Why did price bounce off the gap fill, right? Because the gap, once the gap was filled, right, it became support. So now price just fucking bounced right off of this, right, and went back higher. And then as you guys can see, right, it's right here at our initial trigger. So look, you could have taken the reversal off the gap fill, right, and then we made the move higher. So where's your second target? Right back through the range. Did we not talk about this during the pre-market call, right? It's going right back through the range. So your target 1 would be the daily VWAP, 245.80, right? Target 2, 246.30, okay? Target 3, 247.21. If price gets up there, those will be your targets. But it's the same stuff over and over. Literally, it's the same setups around the same levels every time. My swing on my IWM puts hit my stop loss next. Absolutely. Let's move on to the next. So QQQ is kind of sitting here at where we entered at. And notice how I'm not checking my P&L. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't like how price is being bought up here. I was looking for a nice follow through after breaking our entry, but we might end up getting bought back up through here. Yeah, SPX is getting bought up again. IWM pushing up here. Apple getting bought up off this level here, off the 270 level. So we'll just see what it wants to do. We will see what it wants to do. I don't trade funded accounts, guys. I trade on Webull. I don't use prop firms or anything like that, or funded capital or any of that stuff. I trade with my own capital, and I highly recommend that you do the same. All those prop firms that's taking all those huge percentages from y'all, that shit is not it, yo. That shit is not it. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Yeah, I trade Webull. I trade on Webull. That's the broker that I use. All right, IWM first target is about to get hit, about 13 points off. Okay, so IWM first target has been hit if you guys did take that entry. Second target is 246.30. Okay, so there's some more selling volume stepping in here on the market. Let's see if we can get our first target to get hit on QQQ. You trade off price action, yes. Majority of my entries and stuff is based off price action, yes. How long it took for you to stick with the strategy you use now? Well, once I learned it, it was pretty clear that that was the one. Amazon going crazy. Let's check on Amazon. It got bought up from that area of entry. So it's just a liquidity grab here on Amazon. Probably could take out 255, 55 honestly. But I'm already in my trade. There's no reason for me to take multiple entries on multiple different things right now. How do you set a stop loss on Webull? So you basically like enter your trade, right? So let's say you're in your trade and it's already active, right? Let's say you got filled. Once it's filled, you go back to the trade again, and then you click on sell or sell to close or something like that, and then you just put stop loss. Do you think a person can possibly be profitable first week or first month? Yeah. There's a lot of people who start off trading and they hit a couple of big trades right out the gate and they make, lump sums of money. It happens. You put a price from the market or USD as stop loss? I put it based off my order. So based off the contracts. So the premiums. Ever have issues with Webull placing your puts or calls? Nah. Unless the platform is just getting fucked up. But other than that, nah. One second, guys. Let me, this battery actually is not supposed to be going out. It's kind of crazy. Oh, this is what it is. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me turn this camera on and off real quick. Do you teach this? I do. Can you put a stop loss on a paper trade? I don't see that option. I'm pretty sure you can. I am pretty positive that you can. Okay, let's see if that works now. Okay, so QQQ, we're getting some follow through here. Let's see if we can hit our first target. IWM is sitting at that first target, which is daily VWAP. So watch that level. SPX, if we break under 68.50, we'll see a lot more selling pressure come into the market. What's up, man? How can I learn trading from you? I pretty much have everything out there for free. You can just click the link in my bio. There's like an 8-hour course you can watch from me. Or you can check out my YouTube. It's my first and last name. TSA, how we looking? For my people that are in a Zoom call, how we looking, y'all? Pretty smooth? Paid? Let's go, smooth. Let's go. Paid. I'm starting to get paid from IWM. Love to hear it. Yeah, IWM clean setup, man. It's the same shit every day. And remember, didn't I just say this during the pre-market call, right? IWM will move differently than the rest of the ETFs, right? If QQQ wants to get bought up, IWM can get sold off, right? If IWM want to get bought up, it can sell off. Or sometimes it'll move in sync with the rest of the market. Have my first 1K plus day from Amazon Leaps. Let's go, Ben. Talk your shit, man. Proud of you, bro. Great job, bro. Phenomenal job. That's lit. Go ahead, make sure you drop it in the Discord. First 1K day. You really don't know how to trade? Okay. Okay. Why folks hating? I don't know. People wake up and be like, yeah, let me troll somebody real quick today. Right, as he's watching my stream with 400 people right now on the stream. But he's right. He's right. He's right. I don't know what I'm doing. IWM is on a fucking tear. Holy shit. just woke up and said, yeah, let me troll somebody today. Hold on, let me switch this battery out on this camera. I definitely thought, oh, actually, you know what? I actually don't need this plugged up. That's why it keeps doing that. There we go. All right, let's see if that fixes it. I actually don't think that fixes it. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, hopefully that fixes it. I forgot my camera doesn't need to be plugged up. I bought that dummy battery you guys recommended to me. I need to fix the damn. My hair looks crazy. And my account signs only let me buy one contract. I wish I had 2 or 3. Green is green though. Green is green. Green is green. Never be mad at a profitable trade, you know? You in a trade right now? Yeah, we're in QQQ puts right here. We entered under this blue line. So we're really waiting for some follow through, but not really getting it right at this moment. Bro, rage baiting. I know, right? I know, right? Crazy. I think I'll be more confident if we break under this 30-minute right here too. If we can get back under 631.30, I'll be way more confident in our target being hit. Right now, it's kind of looking a little iffy. It's looking a little It's looking a little right now, y'all. I'm going to try and stick to IWM from now on. I was testing the 15-minute orb and was amazed. I think you should. I think it's very consistent. It's literally the most consistent ticker I have ever traded in my entire life. If you have a small account, so this is why IWM is perfect. If you have a small account, okay, if you are consistently unprofitable, if your win rate has been lacking, or you feel like you're looking at too many things, you're looking at too many tickers, trade IWM. Just trust me on it. Just trade IWM and watch how it plays out. Watch how it plays out. When's your next trading workshop? Next Sunday. If you're in here and you're on TikTok, you can click this orange button right here and you'll be able to reserve your seat to the live trading workshop on Sunday. Next Sunday, right? It's a private Zoom call, about 500 traders. Pretty much go over all this stuff for free with you guys. Not IWO, IWM. This ticker right here, the top right, IWM. Very consistent. Honestly, I should have just taken a bounce off the gap fill, to be honest, but it's all good. And then look at this, y'all. So TSA, look at this. If you drop down to a 5-minute, right? Let's say you go to, you can even look at this on a 5. Yeah, you locked it to 5-minute. Too many tickers was me. I had to do a reset yesterday. All good. It happens to the best of us. That's how I started off. Way too many tickers. Just made $2 grand off $300. Let's go, bro. Good shit. So here on IWM, right? TSA. If you guys look at this setup right here, it gave you a 2-2 reversal at previous day lows, right? You could have taken this setup, right? Like you could have taken it off the gap fill, right? Sure. But this is too early to take this. So if you wait for the 2-2 reversal, then you take it up. Now you're able to get into the entries quicker and sooner. And it's off of a lower time frame as well. Okay, so there's some selling pressure here on IWM. We need SPX to break under 68.50. I get on TikTok just to watch your lives. This is better than the Discord I've been in. That's lit, man. I'm glad you like it. It really makes me feel good, you know? Glad you guys are enjoying it. So if I'm buying a contract that is more than my 3.5% of my account size, that's not really following my risk management, right? But could it be if I put a stop loss to my 3.5%, then I'm kind of following the rules? That didn't make sense. But I think I get what you're saying. You just need to buy the contracts that your account will allow you to afford. So if your account, let's say you only get one contract at 3.5%, you're still following your rules, right? That's just how much you can trade with. So we get some QQQ pressure here. Let's see our first target get hit. But yeah, a stop loss would just be half of 3.5%. So you could still do it with just a stop loss if you want to. or you can size it for 0 with that 3.5%. Does that make sense? Okay, so these QQQ contracts are working right now. I don't want to look at my P&L, so we just know that it's working. I'll look at my P&L and show you guys once our first target gets hit, if it gets hit. Bro, this camera is pissing me off, bro. How is it not working, bro? Hold on a second, y'all. Let me do this. I thought, who knows about cameras? I thought a dummy battery was supposed to stop it from dying when I'm recording. Why is it still doing the same thing? Shit's cooked. Anyone in Verizon right now? No, I'm not in Verizon. I'm just only in QQQ right now. It's getting bought up here, but just being patient. See if we can get some follow through. So SPX is back at 68.50. We need to see a follow through and a break under 68.50. I think SPX might want to. I think it might wants to fill the gap, honestly. So this is what I mean right here. If I pull up SPX, let me put that back. There's this gap all the way back down at previous day lows that hasn't been filled. So I think price could, it's very possible, maybe later in the day, but I think price may make its way back down here. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see. Yes, I recommend IWM for small accounts, yes. Let's take a look at Apple. We got Amazon breaking back under our trigger. Apple back at 270. QQQ is defending the 68.50 level, so we just gotta watch. Just keep watching. Maybe it's overheating. That's what I'm thinking too, but like, if it's a dummy battery, right? How does the dummy battery overheat if, oh, you know what? It is actually kind of hot. Oh, you know what? Maybe because I have the camera plugged up to the charger and the dummy battery. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know too much about cameras, to be completely honest with y'all. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. All right, so QQQ got bought up again here. It could be that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna wait for the dummy battery to cool off. All you need is the dummy battery. Okay, that's good to know. Where can you start if you never day traded before? I have an 8-hour course in my bio that you guys can check out. It's free. So you can start there, or you can start on YouTube, whichever one. We're not really getting like the follow through that I was kind of looking for here, but we'll see what it wants to do. All transparent, I started off with $200 and gained $1,400. Then Friday of last week, I blew it all. You gotta set some discipline, like rules. You might have like a problem with following rules that are, you should always have rules a part of your trading. So it might be that. Okay, so Amazon continuously with the follow through. So we're back under 248 now on Amazon. So Apple kind of consolidating around 270. QQQ bought up again. SPX bought up again. So we'll see. We will see. Is AI trading a real thing? I mean, you can use AI to help you, but I don't know. IWM making another push. It is indeed getting bought right back up. Can you explain which ones are bullish versus bearish? What do you mean? Which ones? Is day trading hard? I don't think day trading is hard. I think controlling your emotions and having the ability to be self-aware is hard. I think that's what gives day trading the illusion that it's hard, is because there's so much to do with your emotions, and most people have never really dealt with their emotions prior in any other area of their life. So yeah. Thank you guys for the follows. 151 follows. We've only been live for 40 minutes. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I bought same day contracts. These are QQQ same days. These are QQQ same days. Okay, so you got Apple back under 270. So Apple can get to 268.44, which is our previous day lows. SPX back under 68.50. We need a like a follow through here, or these contracts are gonna get eaten up. The 1 hour doesn't look bad though, honestly. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time for this to play out the way we need it to, because I definitely see these targets getting hit. And this is why, like, for TSA, this is why I keep higher time frames open. Like, say, like if I'm trading an ETF, I'll keep the higher time frames open so I'm not so zoomed in on the lower one. So like right now, the top one is 15-minute, but down here I have the 1 hour, right? So it's allowing me to think and look at the bigger picture, as opposed to only looking at it from this standpoint where it's like, you know, we might get a reversal, right? Here on the 1 hour, it's like, okay, look at the fail 2 up here, right? Which could have been a trigger to take, number one. Number two, look at the body closure of the recent candle on the 1 hour. This is a pretty bearish candlestick, right? And then look at your targets below you. So this is how I identify this, and it says, okay, just be patient, sit in the trade. You know what I'm saying? And then you also can look at, you know, the Mag 7. You can look at Apple. Where is Apple at? Is Apple selling off? If it is, you know, QQQ will be affected. Amazon selling off, right? What is Microsoft doing? Microsoft selling off, so on and so forth. If Nvidia is getting bought up, right, it might be out of confluence. It might have more relative strength than the tickers that I'm watching, so it might affect my trade more. But yeah, right now we're still at where we entered at, so these contracts are probably in the red right now. But again, I still haven't looked at my P&L, so it either works or it doesn't. Are you here live every day? Nah, not every day. 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, the market pretty much slowed up here now. IWM call, should I hold out another hour, see if it makes the push to 247? It depends on how much you're up and your risk management and your plan before getting into the trade. I don't know what your plan was when you got into the trade. I don't know where you got in. I don't know where you were looking to get out. So I don't really know. Tapping in from Lorraine, Ohio. Salute. Yo, appreciate you, bro. Shout out to all my people in my hometown. Bro, this shit's moving so slow, bro. Holy fuck. Do you have any leap trades that you're in? Bull. I'm in bull right now. Got in at 244. Already up and sold half my contracts. Rest is play money. You can sell another third and just let the last, or you can sell. If you sold half of it, sell another half of your half, and then let the last contracts run, and just move a stop loss to break even on those last ones. Not you deep sighing after telling us to control your emotions. Controlling your emotions, part of controlling your emotions is just being able to breathe. What am I supposed to just be sitting here holding my breath? Brother gotta breathe, shit. Trolls is out, bro. I don't know. I just be trying to live, man. Oh boy. Listening in from the Bahamas. Shout out to everybody in the Bahamas, yo. That's lit. Doing good, I'd be stressed. Hey, I'm just trying to breathe, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm just trying to breathe, trying to survive. Can't live without breathing, nah. Bop, 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 bop. Oh my gosh, look at IWM, bro. I don't know. You know, I might actually just only trade IWM this month, bro. This shit is crazy. Bro, it's just the most consistent ticker of all time. Like, if we being real, there is no ticker that is fucking with IWM. Let's be honest. We're coming up on our second target here on IWM, y'all. QQQ puts getting smoked right now. It's all good. You gotta have a proper risk plan. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You can compound to 100K with just IWM, literally. How much money do you need to start? You can start with literally like $1,000. You can start with less, but I recommend starting with like 1,000 at least. All right, so IWM, the second target has been hit. So you guys can start sizing out y'all positions. If you took the initial entry, you should be up right now. This is TradingView. This is the platform that I'm using right now. Price is literally still just sitting at our entry. So we'll see what it wants to do. TSA, y'all still sitting in IWM? Yes, yes, sir. Good, good, good. I got out. Good job. Great execution. Great execution. I got a runner left. I'm sitting in QQQ. Yeah, QQQ is getting eaten right now. I wish, but I only had one con and it was kind of big for my account, so I took my greens because I was getting emotional. Way to be aware. So 2 of 6 of IWM. Good job, Michelle. My eye is burning so bad. . Emotional meaning you scared to lose the money on the option, or what? Emotional as in when you see ticks going in the opposite direction, you close out because you think it's not going to work, as opposed to giving it the time that it needs. And being okay with your plan. Like if you're gonna take a trade and have a stop loss and you get stopped out, you got stopped out. That's it. You know, you can look for another entry elsewhere if that's a part of your plan. If you didn't get stopped out and the trade is just hovering, but you're red, right? If it's just hovering in the red, then there's no reason for you to take action. Just wait until the trade plans out. You either get stopped out or you don't. Hey Tez, while we're live and sitting, can I unmute and ask you something related to stop losses? Go for it.
Hey, so it was kind of along the lines of that same question that I had asked about him last time. But what's really just confusing to me, or what I'm just not like, what's not clicking, is like the mid price. Like, so when I was just before I closed out, like I seen that my mid price was up to like 0.94.
Right.
But I guess like that part is just confusing, because if I got filled, or like even let's say I did a limit order at like 247 and 12 cents. But
right.
Like if I'm up and now my mid price is like 0.90 and 89, like that's why I'm kind of confused, because I see that they like it's kind of like a different number system than just like, hey, my 247.17, and you know what I'm saying, like it's just a little different. So that's what's kind of tripping me up about it.
So your stop loss shouldn't be based off the price of the stock. It should be based off the premiums of the contract, right? So let's say, like, you know, if you bought your contracts at 0.60, right? Then your stop loss would be at 0.30 for it to be a 50% stop loss. So I think you might be mixing up your stop loss with the price of the stock and trying to relate it to the price of the stock. You should be relating it based off of the premiums and how much you bought the contracts for.
Okay, so I've been doing them because I was having a little bit of trouble at getting them filled with the limit, so I just kind of started doing the market orders if it was okay for my account size. So even like with that, I understand that part now though, for sure, like the premium versus just the price of the stock itself. But like when I'm getting filled, it would be like I see what I'm trying to say, but it's just kind of confusing when I look at it. Like I'm gonna go look at something real quick and then I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
And I'll see if it. All
right, sounds good. Let me take this battery out real quick, y'all. Hold on. All right, let's see if this works now. Shit, fucking batteries and shit. Shit's annoying. Okay. Maybe it's not the battery, sun behind your camera making the camera itself heat. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's like, and it's like, it's not even the sun, it's the reflection off the fucking building across from me. It gotta be something though. I think my camera, I think it was charging overnight with the dummy battery inside of it. So I think it just needs to cool off. You can tether it through a wire so you don't have to use a battery. I know, that's why I had it on a wire. So think of it like this, right? I had my battery and I had the charger and the camera. So I would just leave the battery in the charger, and then I bought a dummy battery. So now I don't need the charger nor this battery because I have the dummy battery. But I think it's just the camera keeps overheating. Sonys are known for overheating. So yeah, I wish I would have knew that before I bought this. QQQ slow rolling. Yes, it's fucking moving so slow, bro. That'd be the thing. It's like, it's moving in our direction, but it's like theta on the contracts are eating at the contracts for sure. It's a very slow move. And that's why I say it's like, you know, it's like kind of like death by 1,000 cuts, because price can be moving in your direction, but it's moving so slow in your direction that it still doesn't increase the value of your contracts. And that's kind of like sometimes some of the things that I hate about options trading. It's like, you know, with futures, there's no Greeks. So if price is going in my direction, it's going in my direction. I'm be green that entire time as long as it's in my direction until it's not. But SPX is forming this hammer on the 30-minute. We just got to see how this closes. And then QQQ still has another 30 minutes on this 1 hour candle. Bro, this shit is moving so slow, bro. I got in on coin cost. Did you get in on the initial entry? Let's see what it's looking like on coin. Oh my gosh, look at that. 353. 22 rev, 344.22. Gap fill at 354.87. Easy money. Easy money. Shout out to anybody who took this. You could have even taken it above the order block if you wanted to wait. Right? From 348 up. You could have literally taken it from there too. Bro, it's like QQQ is not even fucking moving, bro. You were right. This entire time I was mixing the price of the stock into the stop loss equation. I only need to be worried about the premium. I got in that, and that'll help me know where I need to keep my move or keep my stop losses or move my stop losses to, or keep or move my stop losses to. Exactly. You the go, bro. No problem, bro. Great job. Yeah. That's perfect. Literally the way you just explained it. That's literally exactly how you should do it. Just joined your school. You are awesome. Can't wait to learn from you. Let's go, Bo. Looking forward to having you, brother. Enjoy the free game that I got for you. Any trades? We're sending QQQ puts right now, but this shit is kind of just wonking around right now. Coinbase is going digital. I've attended 4 live trades with you, Tez, and each time the market be slow moving. I don't know what it is, man. That is true though. Like the last 2 or 3 live trades that we did, live trading sessions, it was pretty slow. I think all 3 of those times though, I took ETF trades. In all honesty, so it might be that because I'd just taken Coinbase or Apple or even Amazon. I mean, it kind of been a little bit faster than this. Also got the VIP workshop. You're the GOAT, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. I hope you enjoy it. It is true, but still valuable for me. Good. Glad you guys are still liking it. How you get the 4 charts together like this? At the top, there's a grid on TradingView. It's like a little box at the top that you can click. Thanks, no problem. I remember you took all ETFs on one live trade. I missed IWM, went ballistic. Be crazy times. You in the East or West Coast? I'm in the East Coast. I'm in Georgia. Closing my charts while I'm green for the week, LOL. I'm gonna stick around in the call though. Yes, sir. Great job, bro. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You gotta learn how to close out sometimes. That way you don't get, you know what I'm saying, FOMO'd into nothing else. SPX got this hammer here. This does not look good right here. If this candle closes like that. Yeah, I think we might see more upside movement in the market. SPX in the days. Nah, I'm not trading in the days today. Yeah, I think we see more upside. Coinbase is going fucking digital, bro. And then let's look at Apple. Apple is just consolidating at this 270 level. It's given a 2-1 setup on Apple. So you can use this as a trigger off this 30-minute. If anyone wants to look at this as an entry, right, you can use this 30-minute 2-1 setup. Yeah, I think the market goes back green here. I think our puts might be cooked. I need to learn to stop being greedy in profits. Yeah, it just takes repetition, bro. You gotta have a lot of reps in the market to be able to control that as an emotion. And just have targets. When your target gets hit, close out. Fridays and coin always do well on Fridays. That's actually true. Actually one of the trades we took a long time ago, it was on Coinbase on a Friday. But we had swung it, but it did really well. Kelly, did you get in at 348 or you got in at the 350 level? $350, $250. Good job. Crazy flow coming in on coin. Yeah, I mean, it's rallying right now. You got QQQ completely flipped. SPX is flipping higher as well. So our puts are just getting smoked. So if you guys want to close out the puts, feel free to. Because they are red right now. I'm going to see if we break above this VWAP. If we break back above the VWAP, it's more than likely we make a move back higher. Tesla moving nice today. How would you take a look at it? Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's out of there. Right back through 450. Clean move. You think that the Trump coin is gonna do numbers? I have no clue. I have no clue at all. I just got Tesla calls earlier. 2-2 rev on the day. Good shit, bro. Let's go. Oh my gosh, bro. This camera's fucked, bro. Telling you, the camera's cooked, y'all. I don't know what the fuck to do about this. I literally have no clue. It's like hella distracting. I got a 6400, A6400. Yeah, those for sure got an overheating problem. Cooked. I'm new here. What up, Brendan? Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, bro, and chat. Yo, what up, Jay? Top of the morning, bro. The A7S and A7s are better for streaming. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, not much I can do about it now. Good morning from Chicago. Good morning to everybody in Chicago. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. Price is not doing much right now. What platform is this? TradingView. This is Trading View. Yeah, you can use Robinhood to trade. I prefer Webull, but you can use Robinhood. IWM making that move towards 247. It is. I see it. Did my first contract on Amazon. I made a couple hundred. Let's go. Good job, Michelle. Yeah, QQQ completely flipped on us now. So 9 times out of 10, we move back higher. So if you wanted to look for an entry on QQQ back to the upside, you would have to wait until we get back through 633. 633.50. But right now the puts are getting cooked. You're gonna hold out on QQQ. I'm gonna see how this candle closes. But right now price is flipping. And on SPX there's a lot more strength coming into the market right now. Yeah, I could close out right now for 50% and then I could save some capital for later today. Because right now my contracts are down 50%. So literally that's what my normal stop loss is anyways. So I could literally close this out now and still be fine and have capital to trade with. Because again, I'm just managing my risk based off of, I'm managing my risk based off my account size. So I'm gonna see how this candle closes first though. I don't know. I got 626 puts though. So I mean, we would have to make a pretty drastic move back lower in order for these to still play out in my favor. Because I went out of the money. I thought we were gonna get a quick flush. So I wanted to get a higher percentage gain on contracts. But yeah, we just didn't get that. So is this gonna be posted on YouTube? Probably so. Yeah, they automatically record, so they get. Well, as soon as I click end stream, it just uploads directly to YouTube automatically. Well, my back is so sore, bro. I'm gonna see how this candle closes before I attempt to close out this contract. Because this candle is still live and we're at the VWAP, I could wait to see if we end up closing lower, and then look for a continuation move lower. If it closes higher though, I'll just 9 times out of 10 close out the contract because you got SPX back at 68.60, and then previous day highs is at 68.80. So we could literally chop up in that range. So I'd rather either just cut it off early, or wait to see if it ends up coming back. Where do you track your news? Any specific websites other than Yahoo Finance? CNBC and Twitter. You ever use Yahoo Finance? Yeah. I use all those articles like every morning. Coinbase might go for 360 today, guys. It may go for 360. So this candle closes in 4 minutes. So we'll see how this candle closes first. Finally pulled the trigger and invested in some Bitcoin. Yes, sir. Welcome to the club. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of strength coming into the market here. Hey man, what platform is this? Charts looking super clean. TradingView. TradingView. Yeah, these contracts are down 60%. I'm gonna close out here on those. So we are currently, I'm gonna close out QQQ puts here, y'all. We'll take a loss on these. So we're 0 for 1 on the day. However, I still have capital to play with for the rest of the day. So I'm not gonna force anything, but I will look for other setups. Okay, so I'm fully out of QQQ now. Let me actually look. Is this video saved for later? It'll be posted on YouTube. My entire Weeble is like frozen. I don't know if anyone else is having the same issue. Like my Weeble is literally not moving at all. What the fuck is going on? I have no clue. Oh well. We're trading options, TJ. Make sure you get through the course. It'll walk you through all of it. All right, so IWM broke above this order block as well. So we could see 247.21 today on IWM, especially with the rest of the market moving higher as well. QQQ is just not moving at all. Shit. Like I said, Coinbase, you can see 360 next. So we 0 for 1 on the day right now, y'all. 0 for 1. Oh, I just Googled it and kind of get it. Okay, good. Make sure you, Michelle, if you haven't watched the candlestick anatomy course, it talks about it in there. It talks about it in there. I need to go back to a few courses now. I have a better picture of everything. I need to make sure a few things are clear. Thank you. No problem. No problem. No problem. Oh, it's getting hot. I need to get ready to go work out. Man, look at Coinbase, bro. That shit is out of there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, y'all. So it's not really much going on right now. Market's kind of just in a range here. And pretty much all the setups that I would have taken, I've already triggered. So again, I only trade pretty much majority of the time in the first 2 hours of the day. So I'm 0 for 1 on the day. If I do end up taking something else, I'll send it out in the Discord for those of you guys who are in TSA. But other than that, I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. My camera keeps overheating, and I also need to get in the shower. So I will get back on here maybe later today. If not later today, then tomorrow. All right. TSA, that is pretty much it for us today. I love you guys dearly. I'm sorry we couldn't get a more like jam-packed day, I guess. But not every day is gonna be like that, right? You're gonna have days where you're red. You gotta have times where you can just control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and find this as well. All right, I'm hopping off here, guys. I appreciate